Today is the 10th of October, also known as World Mental Health Day. So the question really is, what is the importance about mental health? Why do we have to have a mental health day? Let me tell you that mental health is really everything that embodies our well-being, psychologically, emotionally. It impacts the way we behave, it impacts the way we act, the way we think. And if there's any imbalance or change in our sense of mental well-being, it can determine how things are going to change within our lives. And so mental health is very important. That's why we're having a mental health day. If you think of it, 1 out of every 3 South Africans will experience an episode or a change in their mental health at some point in their lifetimes. Every day in South Africa, there are at least 8 suicides. This equates to, and for every 1 successful suicide, there are at least 10 attempted suicides. Did you know that depression is the biggest cause of disability worldwide? So it's valuable that we focus some attention on our sense of mental health. And the question is, how healthy are we in a mental sense? If you ask me, so doctor, what are some of the mental health illnesses that one can have? Probably, as I've mentioned, the most common one is depression, but generalized anxiety can also affect us. There's ADHD, there's substance abuse disorders, there's bipolar mood disorders, there's schizophrenia, there's psychotic disorders, so there are a whole host. But I think for the purpose of today, depression is probably one of the most important. So what are some of the signs or symptoms that one has to look out for that could mean that you may be leading toward depression, heading toward depression, or even a loved one that may be depressed, especially with regard to suicide? I think it's important that it doesn't just happen overnight. There's a gradual change. And some of these changes are, you gradually lose interest in some of the things that you used to enjoy doing before. You may feel down, sad, and lonely. You may feel irritable, moody, easily upset, easily annoyed. Your appetite may change, either no appetite or eating more. Your sleep pattern may change. You become guilty, demotivated, and then that sense of not coping, feeling totally overwhelmed with everything that's happening. And then finally, you may start experiencing what we call suicidal ideation. Thoughts about, man, if I'm not here, things will be better. I'm causing so much unhappiness in the home. It's better if I'm not here. And that's dangerous. So what can you do if you suspect that you may be heading toward depression, maybe are depressed, or a loved one is depressed? First and foremost, just listen to the person. Get help for the person. There is help available. Get the person or get yourself to a nearest health facility. Never minimize the situation. Never tell someone to snap out of it, or never tell someone about how you grew up and what they should be doing. Nobody asks to be depressed. Nobody chooses to be depressed. It is not a sign of weakness. It is not a character flaw. There are a whole host of genetic and biological mechanisms that come into play when someone gets depressed. So never tell them to snap out of it. Never tell them to grow up. Get help. Empower yourself. Pass videos like this around so that people know that about depression and about suicide, and that there is help available. So support them, stay near them, spend time with them, never leave them alone, encourage them, empower yourself, and get the right help. Did you know that depression and most of these mental health illnesses, 80 to 90% of them do respond to treatment? So it's not the end of the world. Even if you cannot see a way out, there is a way out. And just get the right help, get the right network going, and please do not think that ending it all is better off. No one is better off with suicide. Get the right help and save a life today. Thank you very much.